Well, we are now about a week away from the tax deadline. April 18th is the new extended date to file your paperwork if you want to avoid those extra fees and penalties. KVUE's Nicole Rosales, she joins us live from the Liberty Tax with a few reminders. Hey, Nicole.
Hey there. So yeah, good news for many people there. You have a few extra days. Now, the original deadline was actually this Saturday, but like you said, Brandon, it's been extended to next Tuesday. Now, it's normal for people to wait a little bit before they file their taxes. However, the number of filings this year is a bit lower than last. In fact, the IRS reports they're down about 4%. The tax preparer spoke to Jim Clark at Liberty Tax says one of the big reasons why is because people are having trouble with how they file when it comes to their health care. Now, there's been lots of confusion there with penalties, whether they have coverage or not. So there has been a huge delay with that. On top of that, Clark says this year a lot of people didn't receive their forms in the first place. He says he expects to see crowds of people flocking in over the next several days. So to help speed up this process as much as possible, Clark says use the information you already have to jumpstart your refund.
It's always best to file by the deadline, whether you can pay the IRS or not. So my advice to all of our clients is to pay as much as you can before the deadline so that you have the least amount that will carry over and accrue penalties and interest.
He also says to contact the IRS to see if you can get a short-term extension to pay. That's up to 120 days and will allow you to make installments. So other tips to keep in mind, Clark says make sure the spelling of your name, your social security number, your taxpayer ID, and your current address are all correct. Many forms actually get kicked back just because of these simple mistakes. And also double check the math. Even if you're doing this electronically, it ensures that you're not missing out on any additional funds. And again, we can't stress that enough, file before the deadline to avoid those extra fees. So these are not the only tips. There are several other common mistakes that people make, and we'll have a list on our website. You can check that out at kvue.com. Live in North Austin, Nicole Rosales, KVUE News.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Some good